Why, hello there. Welcome back to Avadon, the Black Fortress. And I think it's time to move on with our lives. The Beast of Khemeria. Let's go. You start to enter the portal of Khemeria. Then you remember that you have not yet spoken to Lorella, the girl whose information led you to taking this journey in the first place. Apparently she can always be found lurking just outside of Redbeard's Hall. Fuck. Okay. Guess we're doing that. Balegna. You. There is a young woman, probably not even 18, sitting on the bench and chewing on a roll. She looks completely out of her place in the grandeur of Avadon. Her dress is rough, humble, and torn, and her feet... Ow. Feet are bare. When you get close, she immediately leaps to her feet and bows to you. I humbly greet you, warrior of Avadon. I am Lorella of Dorlstead in Khemeria. I have come to ask the mighty Avadon for your help. Greetings to you. I thank you for your attention. I have come far to ask for help for my tribe in Khemeria. Have you been assigned to aid us? I'm going to Khemeria now to deal with your problem. Her face lights up. Really? Ooh, you are? You're really going to help us? Thank you. I thank you. Now have you come to hear my tale? I will tell you what I can. It is strange that she has no little fear of you. Khemeria is one of the Farlands, a sworn enemy of the Pact. She must have had a very good reason to come here. I'm going to Dorlstead. She is eager to tell you, though the memory of it is very clearly painful. It took 3 months to get here, so my tale is old, but I will say what I can. I am from the village of Dorlstead in Khemeria. We serve Lord Castor Asshole, who lives in the mighty stone fortress of Ogrim Tor, whose stone walls block out the sun. But a year ago our village was stalked. A beast roams at night, a horror of shadow and blood. Walls block out the sun? Excuse me, we of the Western Chimes have our own way of telling tales. I will restrain myself. Tell me about this beast. It is large, tall, and a mighty warrior. It moves like the wind in a cloud of rot and shadow. It circles our homes and farms in the night, tearing apart any traveler confined in a lust for flesh. Was it a werewolf? And then the following morning it is gone, leaving us with nothing but tears, and what is left of our loved ones. How many has it killed? We do not know for sure. We do not know how many steads it feeds upon. We have lost dozens. We have lost dozens, she swallows, hard. Including my dear brother. It was his loss that moved me to act. Why can't Yarara help you? We beg of his help, he does not answer. He shuts himself up in his fortress and is deaf to our pleas. We do not understand it. Thus I come to you, since we pay so much to the pact in tribute, we thought you would have reason to protect us. You know nothing else about the beast? No, nothing. We sent warriors into the woods to find it, but they never returned. Thus, I asked for your help. That is all I have to tell you. I'm grateful for your aid. Okay, now we can go back to the dang gate. Alright. You and you. My trusty fellas. Oh, sorry, one sec. Just gotta change my volume. Alright. You emerge from the pylon, stumbling and gagging. The journey is getting no less wrenching as time passes. When your vision returns, you see that the pylon is in the middle of a clearing in a forest. A cool wind blows through the trees, a nice change from the burning waste of the Kava. However, this pylon is very different. It is neglected. Leaves are strewn throughout the clearing, and the arrival platform is covered with moss. Also, some derogatory and obscene messages have been crudely painted on the pylon. It provides a helpful reminder. You are in Khemeria, the Farlands, not only enemy lands, but prowled by some sort of vicious monster. Care will be required. True that. I'm gonna save. You emerge from the pathway and surprise 2 young Kemerians, tribesmen practicing with wooden spears. When you emerge, they stop fighting and their jaws drop. It has been years since anyone new walked down this pathway. You watch each other awkwardly for several long seconds, and then they finally remembered what they should do. They run towards their village, shouting, Avadon, Avadon! You enter the village of Dorlstead. It is a series of wooden domes, each occupied by one of the families that make up the tribe. A traditional settlement of the sort that exists in multitudes all over Khemeria and Wildaludrum. Your welcome is not warm. The people here reacted quickly to the news of your arrival. Some hid in their homes. You see them peeking nervously out through the doors. Others are in the streets, carrying out their business. They pretend to be unconcerned, but cast nervous glances at you whenever you think themselves unobserved. You want to be assholes and let's take all your shit? No. Trading post. Hello? Any named? There he is. There is an old wooden clan hall that has been converted into a trading post. Merchants from all over Khemeria and beyond pass through Doralstead. The power of the local lords have attracted trade. A woman is inspecting a newly arrived shipment of bolts of cloth. When she sees you, she walks quickly over to you. The Kemerian is not happy to see warriors of the Pact in her post. I am Edeline, she says, and this is my shop. My shop. What do you need? I need to speak with you. She shakes her head. The word came from the fortress. Hunter Salami has said that we are not to speak with you. She points to the northeast. Go to Orgarator. That will give you all you need. Before you can respond, she turns her heel. Wait. She ignores you since she's on the other side of the hall. Okay. Hey guys. It's this building. Let's see. Anybody in here? Just want to say hi. Hi. What about in here? Any named people? No. Get me out of here. Hey guys. We're all friends here. Hunter Saddam. You meet with the Khemerian warrior. He is in his 20s, but he bears the cruel demeanor and web of scars of a grizzled veteran far older. His armor bears the trophies of many fallen foes, a number of them human. He steps past the warriors who escort him, stands up straight, and looks at you in the eye. I am Hunter Salami, he says, watcher of the Doralstead and favored hunter of Lord Karlstarl, and thus head hunter of all Dorstead. What do you want here, servant of the Pact? I've been sent from Avadon. Hunter Salam clearly wishes to ask you some questions, however he has his orders. I've been told that, now that I have found you, I am to send you to Orgarator. He points to the northeast. Lord Karlstarl, or a servant, will tell you all you need to know. What is your purpose here? I aid mighty Lord Karlstarl in keeping Doralstead safe. He seeks out and destroys our foes outside our borders. We watch and listen for treachery within. He looks around the village. You notice that the streets are unusually clear when Salam is present. There is fear in the air. Hunter Salam smiles. You hunt your own village? It is not a mere village, it is a stead, and we do what the warriors of Avadon do. Watch for threats, maintain peace, eliminate the disloyal. What sort of treachery do you search for? Words or deeds that would weaken the role of mighty Karl. The Lord brings safety to the people here. All he expects in return is loyalty. What do you do when you find someone who is disloyal? Salam's warriors grin viciously. We inform Lord Karlstarl. Sometimes he acts, sometimes he has me act in his place. We then make sure that in the end, calm is returned. And that's all for now. Bye. Let's see. Kemerian warrior. No name boys. Nah. And Kemerian warrior. Alright. No one unique. There's more shit down here. Let's take a gander. Hello. Elite Archer. Rogue Warrior. Amazing game. Yo, talk to me. They're not talking to me. Okay, fine. Is that tall? guess so. For now. I'll be back. The Stone Master. The building at the east end of the village is made of stone. If anything separates the Avadon from Khemeria, it is this land's love of buildings made of rock. This is the workshop of the village's stonecrafter. Wagons bring huge lumps of raw stone, which are then chipped down in the bricks and sent to make forts and fortifications. This is Doralsted's bastion of modernity. Yes. Nobody named. Nobody named. And Stonemaster off. God damn. The master stoneworker of Doralsted is sitting at his table, eating a bowl of stew. His hair is thinning and gray, and his body bears all the marks of a long life breaking apart and shaping rock. Stone dust covers the backs of his hands. When he looks up at you, you can see the misery and conflict in his eyes. He wants to turn you out, but he can't. He stares at you for a long moment, trying to decide what to do. Finally, he sets the spoon down. I am Stonemaster Roth, he says in a weary voice. I never knew whether you might come. You have, and I find my hopes and fears have both become true. There's something I need to ask you. What do you want to know? I have lost 2 children. One, Asslack, was taken by a beast who roams the woods around our village. Another, Lorella, left me to go to Avadon. I know her. She sought vengeance our leaders would not give us. For a moment, he allowed himself to be hopeful. Have you seen Lorella? Lorella came to Avadon. It is because of her I am here. Ruth nods. His joy at the news is not unmixed. Then it is true. Lorella brought the gaze of Avadon here. All know it. It will be difficult for us, but thank you for telling me that my beloved daughter lives. In return, I will give you what little information I can. I am hunting the shadowy creature that killed your son. Roth involuntarily looks towards the window, and hunters Salami and enforcers don't know of this. I could be in great trouble for helping you, but there is little to say. The beast lurks outside of town from time to time. Asslack, my son, he had the poor fortune to encounter it late one evening. We found the body the next morning. I saw him. He was choked up. Can you describe the beast? I've never seen it. I only know what I've heard. The beast is huge and cunning. It seems to be surrounded by shadows that cover and conceal it. It has, but I do not want to simply repeat rumors. And not trickery. This was considered. It has been seen. It has been tracked. It is large, deadly, and very real. How has Lord Karstodolal reacted? For a moment, Roth's anger is directed somewhere other than Avadon. Is something killing us? Mere villagers? People unimportant to his fortress? His dreams of conquest? The only thing that has been done for him is to send Salami to tell us to be quiet, to withstand our suffering meekly. I had to swallow my rage and accept it. Lorella could not, so she went to you. How might I find it? I can't tell you where to hunt the beast. I am no hunter, but Doralsted has warriors who roam deep into the woods. They have little love for hunter Salami. One of them might have seen something in his or her travels. Who do you think I should talk to? Lord Karstodolal and his wizards hear everything said in Doralsted eventually. My family has suffered enough. If you don't want to hurt us, you will leave now. Very good. Let's go. Stay off my corpse? What? Crops. Although Khemeria and Woodardalone value hunting greatly, raising crops is still very important. The fields here are worked by several farmers. One of them, older and more scarred than the rest, is tying a blade to his belt. He looks at you defiantly. You are treading on my fields, Avadon. I am Han, and I am watching you. You're a farmer? I am, but before that I was a hunter, and I won 3 trophies of honor. And if I need to, I will fight, both you and those who brought you here. Trophies of honor. Our best trophies in arms and armor are passed down from warrior to warrior. I won my sword for slaying the mungrats of swampy reaches. I would use it to defend Doralsted. Why'd you quit hunting? Age. Wanted to lead prey to the... Wait, I will tell you nothing about anything. You will fight those who brought us here? Brought me here? Someone told you to come here. When we find out who drew the gaze of Avadon to us, we will sure to make them pay. Oh, listen, you're my Avadon. I can't do anything about that, and I won't help you, no matter what. Not even to find the shadowy beast who stalks you? He stops for a moment, but then he says, not even then. Packed hunter, your coming here can bring good none. Okay, what a dick. Oh. Hold on. Okie dokie, there should be a quest giver over here somewhere. Somewhere. I think in this building. Hello? Yep. This is a familiar sight. This is a familiar sight in villages all across Khemeria and the Wodolorlurm. An old shaman sitting behind a fire and sits heavy in the air waiting to give advice or judgment. But this hall has been neglected. The trophies are old and dusty. The floor is dirty. Few come here. The old woman behind the fire was asleep when he entered. Then her eyes open. She sees you, and she begins to croak. Ah, come, Dump, envoy of our enemy. You have arrived. Come, step forward. Old Udny will see you now. Step forward. I wish to speak with you. And I am not supposed to talk to you. The word has come from Agortorm, but I am a shaman not bound by words. I will talk to you because it is the only way to protect our village. I don't mean you any harm. Perhaps not in your heart, but we are no longer invisible. Avadon has come for us, to us. For any Farlander, that means great danger. So you're a shaman? I am. A lonely post in this new age. I could be very useful giving wisdom, making potions, training my successor, tending to the sacred circles. But there's no place for me now. What wisdom do you have? I have no wisdom for Avadon. It is a strange thing to me. Far from this place, far from what I know. Can I buy a potion from you? No! Oh, that's not what I said. What did I say? I don't know. No, not all who might have stayed have gone off to the fortresses, using their skills for war or trade. One day, a young traveling shaman will come here to serve, but he or she will not be of this place. It makes me sad. Tell me about the sacred circles. There is little to tell. The stones are where we meet with nature, expose ourselves to it. Magic places, but places that control dark forces. Places that, yet. I am old and weak, and Lord Kostolar does not care about the circles. I cannot tend to them all myself, even when they fall in the darkness. There is a corrupted circle? Where? I have done what I can, so only one of our circles has fallen in the darkness. I would like to restore it, but I lack the strength. It is in the Dorla woods. To purify it, first the dark spirits would have to be challenged, then driven out. Challenged how? The presence of the living is enough to challenge them. Stand in the circle long enough, but the creatures will be drawn. But none want to expose themselves to such peril, so the circle will stay lost. Oh, no, it won't. Miss. I am a quester. Okay, that's about all that's here. Now, didn't they say the one place is in the northeast? Ogre, I think. Onward to this way. I'm going in. Okay, guys, goodbye. As you approach the ominous gates of Agortorm, Shima stops walking. Please wait, come Dump. It appears that we will be fighting side by side for some time. If you are to trust me for your life, there is something you should know about me. Natalie listens with great interest, but she has obviously been curious about Shima. I don't care about your past. Go on. I was born into the Three-Spear clan, one of the oldest and most influential clans in Hawklanda. Influential. That is all in the past now. Our enemies raised us high, but it attracted enemies. Our power raised us high, but it attracted enemies. My father, the head of the clan, misjudged and joined the wrong side of a political struggle. He was branded a traitor. The fight ended in his death and the dishonor and dissolution of my clan. And what happened to you? My father used what remained of his fading influence to have me recruited as a hand of Avadon. Only fear of Avadon keeps the assassins from my room at night. What happened to the rest of your clan? Shamed, exiled. Once my father was dead, only a few of our elders needed to be assassinated. Most live, but in a reduced state. Why do you tell me? So you understand, I think we will travel far together. And you should know my background, also that I have enemies. And do you seek revenge? He is silent for a long time. Finally, he says, I will always do my best to follow the orders of Avadon. Come, let us continue. As he walks on, you realize he didn't even come close to answering your question. Right? What the fuck? To the northeast, you can see the difference between Khemeria and Wodolorlurm. There is a stone fortress here, several circular walls built from large crude stones and connected by pathways. A wide, shallow moat surrounds the whole building. The people of the Wodolorlurm are more nomadic. They don't build fortresses. The Khemerians have been much more eager to copy the ways of other lands of Linus. Both cultural, military, and alas, the changes also left them more violent and greedy for territory. Okay, getting a lot of lore here. Oh my god. Wow. Are these the walls I'm looking for? They sure are. I can aid you. Can you, though? You stand at the gates of Agortor. The fortress from which Dorlstead and the surrounding lands are ruled. The gates are, you can't help but to notice, closed. An elderly man stands in front of the gates, waiting for you. It is common practice over Linnaeus for mages to wear robes to mark their profession. This man has taken it an extra step. His robes are covered with flamboyant designs and the shoulders are heavily padded. He nods to you and intones solemnly. I am Mortis Cree, Wizard of the Orgarator, honored advisor to Lord Karstarl, and I know you come dump. I have emerged to greet you and learn your business here. I want to enter this fort. The wizard adopts an air of surprise and sadness. Then I must disappoint you. Alas, Lord Karstarl has ordered the gates sealed. There is a sickness, and this keep is quarantined. We wouldn't want to put the warriors of Avadon at risk. Thus, I regret to say that the gates will remain closed. Shima mutters, Turn away, warriors of Avadon. This is not allowed. And his explanation stinks of lies. You will let me in. The wizard seems calm, but the warriors in the guardhouses are very tense. Moritz Cree smiles. Then you must report our crime to Avadon and let Redbeard decide how to respond. Until then, the gates remain closed, but I assure you that any aid you could receive inside, you will get from me now. Avadon sent me here. Of course. You have some mission of great importance, and we wish to help you. All we can so that your gaze can turn away from us. So why are you here? He tries to act casual, but he is clearly desperate to know your purpose. Natalie subtly taps you on the shoulder. When you turn to look at her, she gives her head a slight shake. I've heard of a dark beast that roams these lands. To your surprise, the aging wizard chuckles, and I must disappoint you. We have all heard the rumors of a dark beast in the woods. Just that, rumors, tall tales, and ramblings of drunken hunters. If there is such a beast, I would know of it, but alas, I think you will have to return to Avadon disappointed. I'm afraid I can't take your word for it, my hunt continues. The wizard seems disappointed. Of course, we would never dream of hindering you. Take your time. I'm sorry that I had to disappoint you. Algrim Tor would not tolerate such a creature hunting our people. If the creature turns out to be real, I promise that I will very soon aid your hunt. Do you need anything else? Huh. Oh, is there anything else you need before I depart? You will let me in, I insist. Huh. I wonder what happens if I go back to Avadon and talk to Redbeard. I'm gonna go see. One sec. I'm gonna go talk to Redbeard. Nobody's gonna stop me. I do what I want. I'm the most important character in the game. So, fuck you, Redbeard. You will talk to me. Oh, he's in here. I better save. Did I save? Yeah. He continues as if he hadn't said anything. I was a farmer's child, could have spent my life threshing wheat, shearing sheep, that sort of life, but there was still unfinished business when the Black Age pulled me away. You grew up on a farm? Of course, I had to grow up somewhere, out in the fields, far from anything, hearing my parents tell tales of the Black Age, of the kid that died, seeing the bones in the dirt, and of course the unending boredom, the wheat, the sheep, not surprising that some of us are determined to leave. The Black Age? The civil war inside the pact, the lands of the east versus the lands of the west, and the Farlands taking advantage of our confusion to hack us at any chance they got. It was the end of the Black Age that Avadon was built to help prevent such chaos from ever happening again. You left to fight? There was a need. By the time I came of age, the civil war was over, but some pockets of resistance remained. Armies of mercenaries and rogues, living in the wildlands, doing whatever they wanted. Hanvar's council recruited young warriors into the Legion, bundled us up into forces, 1,000 warriors to a force, and threw us into the wilds. Who did you hunt? The sort of scum that thrives in chaos and feeds off the weak. I got a good long look at the sort of vileness that comes about when leadership is absent and chaos is allowed. Except for heavy casualties? Oh yes, the pact is in decades after The pack in the decades after the Black Age was a poor and weakened thing. Such luxuries as proper training and equipment were not always available. A lot of those bored young people never returned to tedium of farm life. How did things go for you? That was a natural, of course. I saw how low people could sink when the law was not enforced, and I showed great skill with the blade and spear. He looked down at the piles of scrolls surrounding him. Eyes and hearts lurk in the shadows, waiting for Redbeard's orders. But I suppose I should end this reverie soon. My skill and effectiveness drew the attention of Avadon, and they soon plucked me from the waste and brought me here. Tell me about your time in Avadon. Later, perhaps, I should reach the inspiring conclusion of the tale, my ascension to the Keeper. How did you become the Keeper? The old Keeper was Talara. Truly an inspiration, effective and lethal. Then she disappeared. Avadon was in chaos. Keepers would rise, only to be assassinated within weeks. Talara's body was found. More keepers died. Hamvar's council even debated whether Avadon should continue to exist. The confusion disgusted me. I saw my opportunity. I gathered my friends and allies. I watched for my opportunity, and I struck. Did you kill the previous keeper? He grins. You know, I can't remember. It was such a long time ago, but whoever was the keeper before me, well, I'm sure he or she was a non-entity and not to be missed. And Avadon was allowed to survive, of course, and anyone who said otherwise soon drew my attention, and I made sure to win their argument, or silence by whatever means was necessary. Any who oppose Avadon or agents of chaos must be dealt with appropriately. Anyone try to kill you? Of course, attempts on my life came fast and furious in the first few years. They slowed later as my foes saw the gruesome fates of those who interfered with me. But they have never stopped, and they have never come close to succeeding. He starts to ask another question, but he raises his hand. The time for rambling is done. I must return to work. But first, young and ambitious hand, I have a question for you. Why do you think in this perilous time I have expended this time to tell you my tale? You want me to understand why Avadon exists? Yes, sometimes we are called to do horrible things and make difficult choices. We are reviled, and yet remember the fragility of life in this pact. The people accept their powers because they know they need us to stay safe. Emotions for one of the hardest to approach. Your audience has come to an end. I wanted to talk to you about the thing. Maybe I'll talk to the person that gave me the quest. Hart Miranda, I think. Let's see how that goes. Yeah. Yo. Oops. Okay. Okay, we're back here. We're going to try to talk to people again, since we went to the place. Who was in here? Have I even talked to you? The aging warrior of Khemeria sits on the seat of honor. Watching you approach, his face is starting to wrinkle. But he still spends many a day out in the wild in both Khemeria and Avadon. Hunting is still an important source of food and honor. He does not like having a hand of Avadon in this hall, but he knows that it would be unwise to keep you out. He nods to you. I welcome you, warrior of Avadon. You are no friend to our people, but as long as you are peaceful, you are safe under my roof. I am Renner Kellen. I don't know why you have come here, but I don't think we will be able to help you. What is this hall? This is the home of my clan, largest of the four in Doralstead. Each clan has a meeting hall here. So all members of your clan are here? No, this is where we come to meet. Most of us are out in the wilds in our own homesteads. We're hunting, of course. We will be a pitiful group indeed if we could all live here. You're the leader? Leader, we are a family. There is no single man or woman who rules over us, not as long as Karl Stolar holds us in his iron grip. But I have earned a level of respect. I am asked for advice, I settle disputes. Tell me about the clans. Some are closer to us, some are less. Some less. I would not draw the eye of Avadon to them by describing them. All I will say is that they will likely be less friendly to you than we are. Why is that? Some of us want to conquer Avadon. Others wish to reunite with our estranged brothers there. I will leave it at that. I have more questions. I would like some information. Kellen looks grim. So I've heard Hunter Salami came to me personally, said you were hunting dangerous prey, and that things would go hard for us if we helped you. I will not risk my clan by speaking of you a moment more. Then oddly he turns his head. He seems to be looking to the northwest. He adds, I can't help you. There are a few hunters that would, but perhaps at least one. Now leave us now. Okay. To the northwest. I think they're up here. Yes. Wait. Follow me. I don't think I can get up through that way, according to my map. No. Okay, I must be able to get up that way. Never mind. Just keep going. Should be a building somewhere over here. Somewhere. Oh, is that it? Here it is. The person I need should be in here. Hey, you. Although this remote hall is full of trophies, only 2 people are here. A hunter and her husband. Though lines are starting to appear on her face, she is still no stranger to the woods. There is a bow over her shoulder and a blade at her belt. She nods to you. Welcome, travelers of the far land of our foes. I am running Faiga. As long as you mean us well, I will give you the respect due to a true warrior. Why do you live out here? I'm a hunter, but I am clanless. I am of Doralstead and welcomed by them. I am not one of the 4 clans who makes up most of the settlement. Clanless? I was born in a small settlement in Starstead. The raiders of Doralstead destroyed it when I was there, and one of the runners could not bring himself to kill me. He brought me back here and raised me instead. And you do not seek revenge? She shrugs. It is the way of Khemeria. I'm a runner of Doralstead now, and might as well seek revenge by cutting off my own leg. Another question. I'm in need of information. She looks down. I would help you, but there is nothing to be gained by resisting Avadon. However, it would be better if you went to Lord Carstal. He would be annoyed if I was presumptuous enough to deal with you before he saw you. I have been the Argramtor. I was turned away at the gates. You instantly had the undivided attention of Faiga and her husband. They turned you away. Turned away Avadon? They must. She shakes her head. Let us get back to the hospitality that they held back. For the good of our stead, I will speak to you. I want to know more about your role in the village. I'm a hunter. She nods. Perhaps we might help each other. There is a bridge to the east. On the other side is a trapdoor leading down to some caves. The caves are full of bats, the large sort that hunt our young. Kill the largest of them. The one with one of its fangs broken off, and you will have proven yourself, and I will of course reward you with a trophy. Pass trophies on. Some weapons, and you know what? I'm done talking about this. Bounty, snap fang. Boss. I've been sent to look for something. She nods slowly. I guess as much. You must have a dread purpose to come this far. Will you trust me enough to tell me what you come for? I hunt the creature made of shadows that have been stalking your stead. She nods. I know you let your purpose slip, and Hunter Salami has spread the word that anyone who helps you will suffer a blunder, but I do not fear them. Not when the horror comes up to the gates of my home. The beast is real. It is out there. It is growing bolder. It needs to be slain. Lord Carstal does nothing to help. I need to find it. Where is it? It is everywhere and nowhere. It moves like wind and leaves no tracks. But I can tell you the section of the woods where it has been seen the most. Go north to Dorla Woods. You will be near Moritz Kree's tower. And find the northwest road. Follow it and you will be near where I saw the creature. Dorla Woods now on our world map. Okay. Let's go. But let's go do this snap thing. Snap thing? Snap thing. Alright. The trapdoor, I think, is over here. In the south part of town. Yes. Is this the thing to snap fang? I don't know. Is this what she meant? Well, there's giant rats. There's something for us to kill. Yeah. Yeah. Murder. Ow. And poison, or fire, not poison. You did. Shit. I don't know how long I've been paused. Hopefully I just paused it. I don't know, but I'm in a trapdoor in the village doing a quest for the hunter lady. I think this is where Snapfang the bat is, and I hope I haven't been paused for long. Oh, I'm an idiot. Sometimes, every once in a while. Let's see, any secret switches down here? Nah. No, I guess I can't do anything here yet. Let me see. Huh. This has to be what they're talking about, right? This place? Hold on. Okay, so I found the place I have to go to kill Snapfang, but I have to end this episode a little bit early. I have something I have to do. I'm gonna level him up and then end the video. The next video we'll go kill Snapfang. Fuck yeah. Let's see. Always the strength. Give me more strength, baby. Wait. Ooh. Endurance. Alright. I'll see you fellers next video.